All right, everyone, let's talk about the state of the crypto market right now. If you've been following it closely, you've noticed that we've seen some sharp declines followed by a pickup and then a sharp decline, pickup, and it's been following this trend for the last few days. And I want to share with you the reasons why I think this is happening. And after I do, I think it's going to make it more clear to you why this is not something to worry about, because every single one of these reasons should resolve themselves in short order. So we're going to start with this one, and this is the one that's going to resolve itself the slowest. It's the inflation problem we're seeing right now. You can see the title there. Inflation is near a 40-year high and shocks Americans, spooks Washington, spooking stocks and crypto. The November numbers are coming out and inflation is right around 6.5%. That is incredibly high. We haven't seen a number that high since the early 1980s, since Ronald Reagan was president of the United States. And when numbers like that comes out, even though many would say, well, cryptocurrency, we love high inflation, that's going to help cryptocurrency. Kind of true. Yes, cryptocurrency is a hedge against inflation. But the thing is when you see numbers like this, 40-year high numbers, it still spooks everything. And people start pulling their money out of stuff, and especially the things that they believe are more volatile, and cryptocurrency can fall into that, and it spooks it. So you want inflation to go up as a cryptocurrency holder. That's true. But seeing numbers like this is just going to make everything sort of plummet a little bit and have that rocky back and forth. This is one of the reasons we're seeing this, but this will eventually resolve itself. And when I say resolve itself, I mean fall back into numbers that are a little bit more palatable. Something like a 4%, 3%. I can't believe I'm saying 4 and 3% are more palatable. It's insane. I mean, the time we're living in. But eventually, hopefully dropping back down to 2%, 2.5%. Now, this is the second reason we're seeing some volatility right now, and it's due to the Evergrande. The Evergrande is that massive Chinese property development company, hundreds of billions of dollars in debt. This is something we reported to you a few months ago and actually already spooked the stock and crypto markets because technically they already have defaulted on their debt. However, they did have a grace period to pay that debt off, and that grace period just ended as of a few days ago. And so now they officially defaulted on that debt. And of course, once this news story hits again, it's going to cause people to spook, pull money out of volatile areas, stocks, cryptos, those sorts of things. And this is hitting the news again. We already know the Evergrande's defaulted. It ain't coming back. This will resolve itself very quickly. So any pullback we've seen because of this story should not last too long. Now, this is probably the biggest one affecting crypto right now. As you see reported by The Hill, what is going to happen next? Businesses brace for Omicron. The problem is not Omicron. The problem is the government reaction to Omicron. Omicron's already been a thing now, for a few weeks, couple weeks maybe, but it as a virus, as far as we understand, is really not that bad. It's much more mild. The reports coming out from the doctors in Africa, much more mild than we've seen in the past, although it is highly transmissible. The issue is, what are governments going to do because of Omicron? Are they going to overreact? Are they going to knee-jerk react? Are they going to shut things down? Are they going to cause so many restrictions that it's going to cause businesses to go on? I mean, what are we seeing in New York City with de Blasio? He's basically almost shutting the city down with his requirements, his vaccine requirements. There's travelers and businesses all over the place that are saying, what are you doing? I mean, we have the holiday season coming in. You're basically shutting things down. And it's this knee-jerk reaction to a variant that is much less deadly, much more mild than what we've seen in the past. Why are governments doing this? The answer is it doesn't matter. Just the idea that governments can do this spooks businesses, spooks the stock market and cryptocurrency, and no one knows what's going to happen. The worry of it all is what makes it bad. See, it's when we don't know what's coming down the future that causes things to fall off. So my hope here, and I believe this should resolve itself, is that we're going to end up getting some data out in the next couple of weeks that people are going to be able to stand on and say, you know what, this is really not that bad of a variant. And hopefully we do not see these governments having heavy-handed, knee-jerk responses to something that they shouldn't. I truly believe If we never had this COVID thing at all, that cryptocurrencies right now, I mean, Bitcoin would be past 100,000. Ethereum would be past 10,000. Dogecoin wouldn't be floundering at 17, 18 cents. Dogecoin would be at least half a dollar right now, maybe more. I don't think we would be seeing what we're seeing, but unfortunately we are. And the world's governments are the biggest problem because, man, they shut down, they kind of open up, restrictions, back and forth and back and forth. This is never good for investment or business. And so this is why we're seeing all the volatility we're seeing right now. So what do you do with this information? Well, of course, you're an investor in cryptocurrency. That means you need to decide, do I think these things are going to resolve themselves? If they are in short order going to resolve themselves, then you want to invest as things go down and watch it come back up. I don't think we're seeing a larger cryptocurrency problem right now. I don't see cryptocurrency being unhealthy or anything like that. I see no reason for crypto falling because of crypto reasons. It's all outside stuff. So lots of these things are just opportunities to buy back in when people are fearful because of these things that should resolve themselves. Government actions based off of coronavirus is the biggest, hardest one. The inflation thing should start to clear itself out in the next, I don't know, I'd say maybe 6, 7, 8 months from now. The Evergrande thing should clear itself in short order. So hopefully this helps you a little bit. For me, it just means I'm holding like normal. Long-term holder. If I see some really good opportunities, invest back in and, just watch this thing go into the future. If you have any questions or anything like that, leave them below. I'll try to address them if I can. You guys are great. I'll catch you next time.